All right. So if all you need is the slope and the y-intercept. So I hope you're making on your sheet, if math is hard for you, if this is something you want to improve your mark in, I hope when you do a question that says find the equation of a line, you go, I need M and I need B, right? Go find your M and your B, then create your line. It's great. All right. All right. So in this lesson, it says we are going to do stuff. What if it's not really nice? What if we can't tell what the slope and the y-intercept is? Can we rearrange it? Or what if we have to go back and we can tell, but we have to go back to general form? So right off the bat, you need to understand that there's some definition points in here, okay? So one thing you must understand is when you have it all on one side equal to 0 like this, ax plus by equal plus c equals 0, that's called general, okay? You will need to know that all the way into grade 11 and 12. General form is all on one side equal to 0. Furthermore, A, B, and C need to be integers and not fractions. This is just a good old rearrange. Not complicated. Ready? I need to make it all on one side equal to 0 to be in general form. All I need to do in question A here is put the y on the same side as the other stuff. So I could move my 5x and my 8, but why not just move the y? That would be easiest, wouldn't it? Okay, so just subtract the y from both sides. Put 0 equals, I'm going to put it in the right order, so 5x would go first, then my minus y, and then my minus 8, and you're done. That's all. Okay, so just rearranging, putting it in general form. We're going to go back and forth between general form and slope-intercept form. That's all. Okay? Just good old algebra skills, moving stuff around in the equation. All right, so part B, I need to move the y over there. So I'm going to go 0 equals 2/3 x. Can I just go minus y plus 7? Y'all good with that? Just subtract the y from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. That's the first step. You understand how that happened? Nothing complicated or confusing, right? Okay. I have one more step to do, though, because I'm supposed to have integers. My coefficients are supposed to be integers, no 2/3. So who remembers how we can get rid of that 3 on the denominator? Who remembers how to get rid of the fractions if we don't want them? Multiplied by just the denominator. If you multiply everything through by 3, will they all be gone? Yep. Some numbers will get bigger. They'll all get bigger, actually, but I'll be done. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 and this entire side by 3. 3 times 0? 0. 3 times 2/3? 2. 3y plus 21. See it? Because 3 times 2/3, don't forget this is over 1, you guys. 3 over 3, they just become 1s, right? When I multiply by the 2/3 part. Okay, good, let's do part C. All we're going to do is kick the y over. 0 equals -1/4 x minus y plus 3/5. Shucks, I'm almost done, except I have the 4 and a 5 fractional things on the bottom I'm not supposed to have. What could I multiply through in one step to get rid of the 4 and the 5 at the same time? 20, we're going with 20. Everybody's good with 20. We're going to multiply the entire side by 20 on the right and the left, by the way. 0 times 20?
Wait, where'd you get 20 from?
Well, because I have a 4 and a 5 on the bottom.
Why do we put a y in the middle?
Because they want it in that order. They want the x term, then the y term, and then the constant. Good question, though. It's good.
And
Okay.
if you don't, will you mark it wrong?
Yep, I will mark it wrong. General form means all on one side in order with integers and no negative, by the way. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to multiply everything by 20. How about this one? I'll go 20, 20, 20. So you don't forget to multiply them all by 20. Please don't forget the y in the middle. So this becomes 0. What happens when I go 20 times -1/4? -5x minus 20y plus, what's that? This will become a 4, but I have a 3 there. That's a 12. Know what I'm saying? Don't forget I have 3 times that. Or you can go 60 over 5. If you want to. You just go 63 times 20 is 60 divided by 5, which is 12. You know what I'm saying?
So we're trying to get rid of the fractions or?
Yeah, you need to get rid of all fractions. Okay, next question. What if I have the general form and I actually want to know what the slope and the y-intercept are? Can I rearrange it? Of course you can. Quick. Ready? If we want a slope y-intercept, don't we want to leave the y where it is? We want y equals mx plus b. You've heard of that before, maybe once or twice today, right? Okay, so we're going to leave the y where it is, and we're going to get rid of the 2x. Kick it over. So do the opposite thing to move it over. And can we get rid of the 25 all at the same time? So I'm going to have, I should have changed that.
So
What? I'm going so fast. I'm moving the 2x and the 25 over by doing the opposite thing. So I'm taking them off the left side and taking them off the right side, right?
now we're trying to find y. Or?
So now I'm going to have minus 5y will be left alone on the left-hand side. I will have an equal sign. And now I will have minus 2x minus 25. Agreed? One more step to get to y equals. What will you do? Divide by a negative 5. Everywhere. You end up with y is equal to 2/5 x plus 5. Boom. You can tell me all about the slope, and you can tell me about the y-intercept. In fact, I could make you go graph that. Well, how would you graph that line? Where would you start? The 5, then you go up 2 over 5, up 2 over 5, up 2 over 5, right? Okay, next line. Let's leave the y on the left-hand side. It's where we want it. Let's move the other things, get them off, put them on the right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to subtract 6x. So subtract 6x from both sides. And then I'm going to add 15, doing the opposite thing, right? So they're becoming zeros on the left. I have 2y equals negative 6x plus 15. Last step. Divide by 2 everywhere. So y equals negative 3x plus 15 over 2. So what's the slope? Negative 3 over 1. What's the y-intercept? 7.5, 15 over 2. Good. Okay? Just rearranging equations so far. We've done lots of that in the past. You confident? All right. Of course, it's always a little twist. Here comes. It says the line 3x minus 4y plus 8 equals 0. Let's erase that for now. It's in the way. And the line 5x minus ky minus 6 equals 0 have the same y-intercept. Find the value of k. Don't freak out. Just go find the y-intercept. If I gave you this first line, I said, what's the y-intercept? What would you have to do? Let's rearrange it, put it into y equals mx plus b so I can tell. Can't tell right now. Rearrange. So let's leave the 4y where it is. Let's move the 3x over and the 8 all at the same time. Are you pretty kind? Just do that, minus 3x minus 8. Are you okay with that? If I just, want me to show the step? Okay, minus 3x minus 8. Okay, you understand? Okay, one more step, divide by negative 4. And I have y equals positive 3/4 x plus 2. Agreed? Okay, that's good to go for there. That's all you can really do. Do you know the y-intercept now? 2. Okay, let's go work on the other one. Take your other line, rearrange it, leave the y term where it is. Kick your other things over. Are you clear on how I'm doing that, Kil? Okay. One more step. Divide by negative k. everywhere. So y equals 5 over kx, don't worry about it, it's okay, minus 6 over k. Agreed? Okay, now what? Oh, they're supposed to have the same y-intercept. So what do you know has to be true?
K is -3.
Okay, there's something about a 3 in it.
I find
You
that-
can tell you could make them equal. They're supposed to be the same. That means equal, doesn't it, in math? So you mean 2 is supposed to be equal to negative 6 over k. Agreed? So right now you can kind of figure it out what it needs to be. It needs to be a 3, and how about a negative to get a positive 2? You know what I'm saying? But if you couldn't tell, what could you do?
Possible.
Yeah. Always have a backup plan. So you would go 2k on one side equals negative 6 on the other. You know how I'm doing this, right? You know what I'm doing? And then divide by your 2, and k is equal to negative 3. Okay, so you always have a backup plan. You can always cross multiply if you can't tell them. Yeah? Okay, anything mind-blowing today so far in this lesson? Rearrange the equation, right? Okay. Let's do a couple more examples and we'll quit. It says, which of the following lines are perpendicular to that one? Oh, mercy. Okay, the key to this lesson is going to be rearrange. Rearrange, rearrange, rearrange. That's the key to this lesson. So, what will you do to the first line? I gotta rearrange it. Hold on. I mean this one. Let's do this one. Let's rearrange that line. Okay, so we're gonna minus 4x from both sides. So I will end up with minus 2y will equal negative 4x minus 9. You comfortable with how I'm doing that? Subtracting the 4x, subtracting the 9. Divide by negative 2. Okay, this takes a little bit of work. It's not hard, it's just boring. Okay, I get 2x plus 9 over 2. Okay, that is the rearranged version of the original. I need to keep that in mind. Keep me in mind. See, my country music people know what I'm talking about. All right. Now I have that song in my head. So I guess I gotta do that to all of them. It says which lines are perpendicular. All right. What does the word perpendicular mean? Remind me. Remind me. Another one for that one too. Opposite slope. Okay, so let's go here. 3y, rearrange, kick it over. Right? Divide by 3. Oh my goodness, too quick. Y is going to equal negative 2x plus 1/3. How about that one? Is that perpendicular to our line? No, not that one. Okay, not that one. It's close. It was 1/2, right? The signs are opposite. Perpendicular means flipped over a negative, right?
No,
So that one doesn't work. This is a negative 2. This one's a positive 2.
It's 1/2 and on the.
Yeah. Okay, so this one doesn't work. Cross that one off. Next, let's try this one. Keep your 2y, move your x, and your 12. Do you know how that happens, Ben?
No.
Subtract your x from both sides.
Yeah.
And then add your 12.
Okay, but then wouldn't you take away your 2y?
Yeah, I'm not done with it. I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Then I have to divide by 2. So I end up with y is equal to negative, can I put 1/2x? That'd be nice, right? Plus 6. Okay. All right. Is that one perpendicular to my black line, the very first one I had? Let's compare the slope. Victor. Negative 1/2 compared to 2. Are they perpendicular? Are they opposite of each other?
Yeah.
Yes. Check. That one's perpendicular. I have one more to do. Keep your 10y, move your 5x. 5 by 10, I get y is equal to negative 1/2 x. How about that one? Perpendicular? Opposite slope, negative 1/2 to 2/1. Yes. Okay, rearrange. The quicker you get at rearranging, the easier your life is going to be right here. Okay? All right. Write the equation of line that is perpendicular to that and has the same y-intercept as that one. Okay.
Nice. Wait, so
Oh, well, I understand.
how is it perpendicular?
Because perpendicular slopes have to be the opposite.
Oh, so we're only talking about the slope.
We're only talking about the slope. It just says perpendicular.
Okay.
Okay, good question. All right, can you tell? I would like, when I says write the equation that's perpendicular, I wish I knew the slope of that line, because that's in perpendicular, isn't that talking about slope, right? Perpendicular is talking about slope. Can you tell the equation, the slope from that line? No, but you could if you rearranged.
Oh, we're not going.
So let's rearrange. Okay, 5y is equal to negative 2x plus 7. Get good at that. Put them the other side.
What's wrong with these people? Are they just out there ruining our lives?
Okay, come on, go fast. Okay, so y equals negative 2/5 x plus 7/5. Okay, that's the rearrange. Now, do I need the, oh, wait a second.
Blackjack.
Which piece of that line are you gonna need?
Negative 2/5.
The slope. Yeah, you're gonna need the slope. Okay, like you break down?
Okay,
Okay,
let's go. Yeah, dude, literally.
Okay, I'll write down.
Right.
Okay. Now I need the same y-intercept from this line, so rearrange it. It's not so hard. Okay, rearrange this one. You'll get y. Someone tell me what you will get quickly. Negative 2x plus 6. I need to talk about the slope of this one and the y-intercept from this one,
So, y equals.
and make my own line. So y equals. Go ahead, Ashley. Go ahead. No. I don't want to take the same slope. It doesn't say it's parallel to this. It says it's perpendicular. So tell me again what I would write. 5/2. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
X.
perpendicular.
Then what? Plus 6.
Where'd you get the 5/2 from?
Well, my line has to be perpendicular to this one.
Yeah.
So perpendicular means flip it over and change the sign, right?
Oh, okay.
Perpendicular means opposite slope. You gotta remember that one. Okay, now it says answer in slope y-intercept form. Yay, I just did. Next part. Oh, bummer. And in general form. And in general. So guess what you must do? Yes, Miles. Rearrange. Okay, so here's this one. I did it. I did slope y-intercept form. Now we need to do in general form. So what does general form look like again? Tell me. Yeah, ax plus by plus c. Put it all on one side, make it equal to 0. So not hard, just gotta move the y. So I'm gonna say 0 equals 5/2x minus y plus 6. Y'all understand? I just subtract the y from both sides. And I write it in the middle. Almost done.
Yeah, why?
Because I can't have a fraction. So I must times it all by 2, both sides by 2. So I end up with 0 equals, now 2 times 2 times 2. Multiply them all by 2. Even the 0 gets multiplied by 2. Because I can't have a fraction. And 5/2 multiplied by 2/1 is 5. Right? This over 1. So those cancel, you get 5x. But don't forget, you've got 2y and 12 left. Because what you do to one thing, you must do to it all.
This is so big.
Okay? Because it's just order. Math is orderly. I'm getting after Kale. He just left, but I said, you better clean it up and make it neater. Okay? Math is a very orderly thing. God is a God of order from the first place. God is a God
That's
of
why
order.
everything works.
It's why everything works perfectly. So this is orderly. Okay? We need to have ways. All right, last thing to know. Okay? Student made the following statement about the line with the equation 2y equals 5x plus 12. The line has a slope of 5, the line is parallel, and it goes to that point. Which ones are true?
Oh, no.
All right. So, does the line have a slope of 5?
Yes.
That's
Awesome.
Okay, you just got it wrong.
Oh, 2y, so we gotta divide by 2.
Yes. Make sure it's y only. So first thing you must do is divide by 2. So y is actually equal to 5 over 2x plus 6. So now we know that statement 1 is wrong.
Well, I thought you could have a fraction.
Okay, there, we're done.
We
That's
can-
or
That's
Okay?
That's why.
All right. Now, let's find out about statement 2. So how could you tell if it was parallel to statement 2? What would you have to do? Rearrange. Rearrange statement 2. So let's go do that. So this one, Kate, Miles, I get it. So I'm going to leave the 4y. What will it be equal to? Negative 10x minus 13. The quick way, guys, if you're moving it across the equal sign, change the sign.
It equals 0.
Okay? If you want to move this to the other side, just change its sign. That's the no mathematical, non-brain, I just want to move it quickly. Okay? If you want to go through all the steps of subtracting the 10x from both sides, that's great. Or just move it over, change the sign. Okay. Then I'm going to divide by negative 4. So y is actually going to be equal to 10 fourths. That's 5 halves. X plus 13 fourths. Okay, now let's go. Are they parallel? What does the line word parallel mean?
They're not.
Are they, what does the line parallel mean?
Oh, so slow.
Same slope. Parallel is same slope, going side by side, never crossing. Danielle, what does parallel mean?
The same slope.
Okay, do they have the same slope?
Yes.
Yes. 50-50 chance. Yes, so this one is true.
Does it matter if it's
Because look, 5 halves, all we care about, people, is the slope. It's only the slope. Does it matter if it's what?
Does it matter if it's
Yes. To be the same, I mean the same. They have to be exactly the same. Okay. Now, one more thing. Does the line pass through the point negative 2, 1? Does our line, the original line that we have, pass through the point negative 2, 1? All you need to do is this is x, this is y. Go put it into the original and see if it's true. So does 2 times 1 equal 5 times a negative 2 plus 12? Does that work? Let's try 2. Negative 10 plus 12. Is that a true statement?
Yep.
Yep. Yes, it does. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. I see you for flex time. If you're not done your homework from lesson 1, you should come here for flex. You do not need to do this lesson.